This message is to remind those who are in a transition period where God has put you in a position where you're getting ready to walk into your promises. You're in a position where there are things that are beginning to unfold. God is revealing certain truths. God is revealing certain direction. He is revealing that there are things that are about to take place that you have to be prepared for. Whatever that looks like, I want you to remember that as you cross over, as you move into the new territory that God is preparing for you, do not move into that territory assuming that immediately you're in this bubble, you're in this safe space where there aren't going to be things that you have to continue to stay on guard for. Yes, you are covered. You are protected by God. Let me get that straight. You are covered and protected. You are dwelling in a safe space. However, whenever certain things like this happen and God puts you in a new position, a new place, a new territory, sometimes He will leave enemies in the land. And the purpose of doing that is so that He can determine whether or not you can be trusted. It is to test your loyalty now that you are in the process of possessing new land. So the question is, can you be trusted in this new land? I know some people, they fight hard when they're in an area that they're unhappy with. But then once they get into the new place, once they get into the new land, once they possess the new marriage, that get pregnant with the baby, whatever it is, that is the promise that God has said He's going to give you, then quickly we kind of get out of our routine of including God, remaining at His feet, staying in a heart posture of gratitude, continuing to seek His guidance. Some people get into a space where they feel like, I've made it. I can let my guard down now. No, you cannot let your guard down. It is very important that as you move into that new land, that you recognize and you see the enemy does not want you to enjoy that new land. The enemy wants you to question if you were actually making the right decision. The enemy wants you to question and to doubt what God is doing. God may have moved you into a new place and you have no idea how you even got in there. Maybe you weren't even a person to even be able to afford where you are. That was my story. If you haven't already seen my moving testimony of my new home that God blessed me with, head over to YouTube. But the devil tried so hard, even after I moved in, to make me question by seeing other people's failures, that God was going to put me here, drop me off and leave me, and that I as well was going to have to question whether or not God was going to show up and finish what He started. Let's be careful not to allow the distractions of Satan to come in, to seep in, and actually begin to fester and cause us to come into agreement with it. We can delay, slow down, or even stop what God is doing in our lives. The enemy cannot stop it. He can send certain things to try to get us to stop it ourselves based on our mindset, based on our belief system, based on what we choose to agree and partner with, even just mentally. Be on guard. Recognize what is of the enemy. Immediately recognize it. Stay in a heart posture of gratitude. Continue to thank the Lord for what He's done and what He's doing. And do not fall for the okie doke, because He's coming hard. God said, just like Nehemiah, okay? He wants you to continue to build, but you got to continue to build with weapon in hand. Do not get comfortable. As you move into new territory, certain anxieties may try to creep in. As you move into new territory, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be trials. There's going to be situations where the enemy is going to cause you to fight and to war. War does not cease because you've moved into your promise. It's almost like a new war begins. okay? So this is just to get you guys to stay on your feet. Stay on your feet, okay? God bless.